KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
All right, so we check the listener line all the time.
Before we get into that, let me just say this one very important announcement. This December, Taylor Swift is heading to Vancouver. You know we're in the middle of the Taylor toss-up, 7 to 7. But this is something else to get you to the Eras Tour. It takes the stage for the very last time in Vancouver. It's the end of the Eras Tour, and you could be there. We're going to fulfill your wildest dreams with 2 trips for 2 to see Taylor Swift on the last night of the Eras Tour, like ever. Listen every weekday for the national text keywords for your chance to win. Now, am I supposed to give this keyword right now? I'm on the 8 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so here's your chance to do the national entry of the contest.
We have all kinds of contests.
Text the national keyword WILD. 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 To the number 95819. You know, that's our trip phone number. Text number 95819 is the text number. Wild is the word.
I would have said cold.
Cold?
December?
Vancouver?
But wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. Text WILD to 95819 right now for your chance to win the Vancouver trip.
Nice.
That's different than the Taylor toss-up.
We are the Taylor destination.
I know. There's a lot going on there. And on the listener line, don't waste your time leaving a question about what time is the Taylor toss-up. Because we're not going to hear that till like 5 hours later. We want to,
We go through them pretty quickly. I mean, we go through them all the time. And sometimes a call will just stand out and we're like, whoa, we got to see if we can help.
So let's play this call from somebody who reached out to us, who I said is like, well, you're the tree of trust for her. She felt safe to leave us her despair and emotional feelings on the listener line. Here's what she said.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. Just that I'm trying not to cry. I'm just venting out because I really don't have many people for me to vent out. I'm feeling like I'm losing a battle and I don't know what to do. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and I've been doing it already for the past 5 years. And it seems like every time I try and I try to get better, like it just gets worse. And I've been trying to look for a job. I just finished school as a surgical tech, and I'm trying to find a job, and it seems like the doors just close on me. I'm working right now as a phlebotomist, and I've been doing it for about 6 years, but I'm trying to get into the field that I went to. At the same time, I'm dealing with the fact that I've been dealing by myself with my daughter. She just got diagnosed as bipolar, and she has severe anxiety with an eating disorder. Her dad doesn't help me at all. I have no help. I've been doing it by myself. I love my kids. But it's just so hard. Thank you for listening to me.
Wow.
So she just finished school as a physical tech. And she has been a single mom of 2 kids for 5 years, and she's doing this alone. The dad is not helpful at all, and she's just having a very, very hard time.
And when you leave the listener line, it leaves your name and phone number.
Yeah,
right.
So we reached
out to her this morning. At first, she didn't want to come on because she was nervous. And I said, don't be nervous. We're all friends.
Yeah, we're all here together.
All we
Same
ask is
reason.
you don't say any bad words, and we're good.
Oh, you don't curse?
Don't do that.
So Melanie is on the line.
This is a job.
Let's welcome her now. Melanie, thank you so much for reaching out to us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So there's a lot going on in your phone call. I know that I feel like there's it was the aspect of needing help with the kids, just having to do life alone as a single mom with 2 kids, but also you are having a hard time finding a job as a physical tech. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was actually a surgical tech.
Surgical
tech. I couldn't tell what you were saying.
It's a surgical tech.
Thank you.
So you
What
studied to
made
be
you
a surgical tech.
What made you call us on that listener line? Was it Friday or Saturday?
I think it was Friday, I want to say. I'm not too sure, but I have friends, and I'm not going to say I don't. Vent out to someone else only because they can't.
Your phone's cutting out. You said you have friends that you want, but you didn't want to vent out to them. You came to us because they what?
Yeah. I think you guys would more understand me, in a way. It's just more of it's like you said, it's a therapeutical part.
Yeah.
Well, look,
definitely
it's
something.
very overwhelming at times when you sit there and you inventory everything that is happening in your life, and you're like, my God, I'm doing this all alone. I don't have anybody to
And
help.
you feel like it's an avalanche. You just can't fight up the mountain.
How long
right?
have you
It's
been
coming
looking?
down
You've
on
been
you.
looking for years for to get in this field. That's the part I was confused about.
No, so I finished school in March. I was able to. I took my time to take my test, and I just finished a few months ago to take it.
Okay.
I passed. I'm certified already.
Okay.
But it seems that every time that like I apply for something, I get so close, and the door just shuts on me, and it's like it's frustrating at the same time.
Well, you
Yeah.
would think, Melanie, to be a surgical tech in Houston, Texas, the biggest medical center, and think of all these sub offices. Like even there's a surgery center right behind our building. They need surgical techs. Like there are so many offices that need surgical techs. I'm kind of shocked there's not more.
Are you having
of
trouble
a-
finding a place to look for these jobs? Did they not give you the right tools to? Like when I graduated college, they said, we're going to help you get a job, like placement.
No, I want to say they do prepare you. I guess maybe it's just in the pool that you fall in at that time. That maybe, hey, we found somebody that has more experience than you or anything like that. But at the same time, I think about it, it's like, well, how am I going to get this experience if every door that I go
Nobody
and
gives you a
knock,
chance. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody opens it. So how am I supposed to grow within a field?
Oh
that
yeah,
you
if you
want?
don't get the shot,
That's the biggest-
how are you going to get
Yeah.
experience if no
Chance.
one give you experience?
Everyone
What
wants
part of town are you in? People are asking, Melanie, what part of town are you in?
I'm in Spring.
You're in Spring.
I live in Spring, but
Is that-
I go all the way. I drive anywhere. I'll drive anywhere. My kids go to Spring Branch. So I'm everywhere. I
Okay.
don't mind.
Okay, you don't mind traveling.
So if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Melanie. She left us a message over the weekend. She was just venting out and she's feeling despair. She's a single mom for 5 years of 2 kids, and she just finished school to be a surgical tech. Tell me what a surgical tech does. For those that don't know, are you
Like
prepping
me.
me for surgery? I mean, are you doing like IV in the vitals? What does a surgical tech do?
We anticipate the doctor's needs in a surgery operating room, and it doesn't matter what kind of procedure it is. So we just have to be prepared. This could involve any specialty from like neuro, cardio, and I don't think a lot of people know or really think about that part in that field. I don't think they get enough shout outs when it comes to surgical tech. We are part of the inside of the operating room.
Yeah, we don't realize how many people are in that room making it happen.
Important part of the.
Yeah.
It's not just the doctor and a couple of nurses.
Yeah.
So a lot of people
Yeah.
on surgical techs are very important.
So right now you're a phlebotomist. So
Yes.
is that completely different field or?
Completely different field. And if a lot of me, you're drawing blood, you're collecting samples, you're spinning them. It's what I've known to do for the last almost 6 years already. But like I said, I've been like also, I was going to school for surgical tech, and now I am certified. So now I'm just looking, and I'm just like,
But
okay.
it's a good
well,
thing in March.
what's
You
my
said
next?
you graduated in March or finished in March.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like it was 3 years ago. So,
No.
I mean, like,
Right. Somebody texted Melanie that this is common for new grads. Several medical center hospitals are on hiring freezes right now. Newly certified professionals are more likely hired at these larger hospital systems because of that. Maybe that's why you're having a hard time.
Well, I mean, look at Texas Children's. They just laid off a ton of people right now.
Well, I think that, look, and people are texting us, Melanie, at 37530, where is hiring. Like one place we got here, there's a surgical center in Tomball that's hiring. We're going to take notes. Anybody who wants to reach out to us, text us at 37530. Melanie's on the phone. She's a surgical tech. She's working as a phlebotomist right now because she can't find a job as a surgical tech, and she would really like to have a job as a surgical tech. She went to school and got certified for that. And whenever you text us at 37530, we will then match this to Melanie off the air. She can reach out and maybe
Melanie,
we can get you a job.
last week, Roula did a topic on how women just can't shut their brains off. And I could imagine that's how you're feeling right now with your daughter going through with
Her bipolar diagnosis.
It's got to be stressful for you. And I just
Oh, yeah.
want to help you.
Oh, sometimes I try not to think about it because, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional.
It's okay. It's okay.
I get no help.
Because you can't help her.
Yeah, and I try, and she has her days, and I love her because she tries to. She's like, Mom, I love you so much, and I'm sorry. I'm like this. I'm like, no, there's no need to be sorry.
Yeah, it's not
Melanie,
her
somebody
fault.
texted us that there is a Facebook group for moms of bipolar kids, and definitely join that because they're confidants, they're sounding boards.
Does it say
They're,
what the name of it group is, or
I think you just find Facebook. It just says moms of bipolar kids. It's all in caps. So I don't know if that's what you have to search, or to the
Local
person that
chapter.
texted that. Can you give us the actual name of the Facebook group if that's not it? Because it says moms of bipolar kids. And I don't know if that's what it's called because, there's so many different groups for different things.
Yeah.
And that could be a good soundboard for you, too, because exactly like you're feeling so sad for your daughter who is apologizing to you. And you're like, no, you don't need to apologize. I mean, this is a diagnosed condition, and hopefully she gets on the right regimen of care to help her navigate that.
It's really easy when you open up your Facebook app. Just like Roula said, type in moms of bipolar kids. There's a lot of different groups there. There's one that has 12,000 members, another smaller one with only 400, another one with 800. So you'll be able to find the right group for yourself.
have you looked at like plastic surgeons as well? People are texting. There's
I say plastic
yeah,
surgery
they need
offices are always looking for
techs.
surgical techs. Another person says, I work at the HR office of Ben Taub. We hire surgical techs. So
you
we'll
said
put
you're not opposed to traveling, driving across the city, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Anywhere.
I don't mind. I have driven all the way to Webster. I have driven all the way to like Pearland, Atascocita, Katy. I don't mind. I just want to be able to work. I like what I went for. I am in love with what I went for. I just want to be able to give something to my kids. That's all.
Oh, Melanie, I'm sure you're going to find something after this. We're getting a lot of good leads here on text at 37530. Eric's going to make a list of all the numbers that are coming through to
I'll
us.
send them to you.
And then he's going to contact you after the show and give you the whole list. And you can start digging away at that and seeing, checking them off the list. Called this person, called this person, called this person. Hopefully we have good news for you in a couple days. Like you have an interview or something.
Yeah, you got my cell, so just whatever happens, let me know, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much.
And look into those Facebook groups to help you help your daughter.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And those groups are really helpful, too. And they really do. You've got other people that are in the same boat as you.
So you can vent to them, and they can,
And they understand.
like Ryan said.
100% they understand.
See, why were you nervous?
You're not alone.
We're friends. You're all nervous texting. I don't want to go on. I'm scared.
It's because maybe because I have listened to you guys since day one. I remember when you guys came on air, but I've never put in the whole thing of one day or me being on air with you guys. I've never thought of that, and it's very nerve-wracking because I do know people that listen to you guys like on a daily basis, and
here
it's
you
just-
are.
Yeah.
Talking to
Well,
us.
hopefully we can get
on
you
the phone.
something.
Do we sound the same on the phone as we do on the radio?
Do I sound sexy?
Are you like, wait, am I calling the Roula and Ryan show? They don't sound the same. What?
Yeah.
Melanie, God bless you. We give you a big Roula and Ryan show hug,
It's
Melanie.
going to be okay.
I hope it's going to work out for you. I'm sure it will. We always have such great Houston heroes listening to our show that always help everybody out. So I can't wait to see where this goes for you, Melanie.
Thank you so much.
All right,
I
sweetie.
appreciate it.
We'll call
All right,
you
we'll be
after the
in
show,
touch.
and we'll get you the information we get as it comes in at 37530. If you're just tuning in and you work in a hospital system somewhere that's looking for surgical techs, Melanie graduated. This is her passion. She's having a very hard time finding a surgical tech job. She needs the job because she's a single mom of 2 kids, and it's very hard.
And if she's qualified, you love what she does, and you hire her.
You want somebody with passion?
Yeah. And she's going to tell us, and we'll make sure to give you guys a lot of love.
Yeah, you get a shout out.
I'll give you a lot of shout-outs.
37530 if you think you can give Melanie a lead on a surgical tech job. Good luck, Melanie. I can't wait to see where this goes. Now, that's appropriate because it could be her calling us for Look at Me Now.
Yeah.
I called your show. I was feeling down. I felt despair. I felt like there was no way out. And here I am now. That's
You
what Look at
overcame
Me Now is
something.
about. In the past, we've had somebody call us and say that they, got pregnant in high school and they were basically written off by the whole family. Well, you're just never going to do anything. Raise that baby, got their college degree, has a fantastic job. The baby
CEO.
has grown up. The baby's on their own. It's just amazing stories of triumph over times people said, oh, your life is ruined. You're going to go nowhere. 833-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next for Look at Me Now on the Roula and Ryan Show. Share your stories with us of a time where someone told you, you can't, you won't, you'll never.
Or
and
maybe
look
you
at
overcame
you
something.
now. Well, everybody's telling you something. When you're down the dumps, there's always one troll.
Kick you when you're
going to
down.
stay down there. You're not coming back up. Alex is up first at 833-390-KRBE. Hi, Alex. Good morning. Hello, Roula.
Alex.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Hi. Okay, Alex,
that
tell
means-
us your name. Your name. Tell us your story.
Well, my name is
And
Alex.
I know, it's Alex. Tell us your story, Alex, for Look at Me Now. Good morning.
Okay, so I actually got pregnant right after my quinceañera, hanging out with people I shouldn't have hung out with.
Shame, we know your name now. Shame. That's what you were told, probably. Okay.
Yes. And long story short, my mother was actually one of those people that said, hey, I don't think you're going to be able to do anything with life now. I'm not going to be able to help, not with babysitting, not with school, not with anything. And I said, okay, say less.
Say less.
15 years later, I met my husband, and we actually created the software for the digital lottery screens that you see all over Houston in the gas stations.
Damn.
Hold up.
What?
Yes, ma'am.
The digital lottery screen. I'm trying to think, what is it like where I've seen the machine in the grocery store where you tap the screen to pick like maybe a quick pick you want to get or something. That's what you're talking about?
No, the ones in the gas stations that show like what scratch offs you could buy, right?
Correct.
Wow. You guys developed that? How rich
we
are you right
developed
now?
Wow.
Did you win the lottery feeling on the level money from making that?
And guess what? We're actually nationwide, so the software is actually versatile. I can make it into anything. I can make Chinese lottery or Mexican lottery, Canadian lottery, doesn't matter where. I'm actually in probably about 15 states now.
Wow, that's fantastic. So
Amazing.
you said 15 years later you met your husband. Were there any times during those 15 years where maybe your faith had just kind of faltered, or did you always believe that, you know what, I'm going to be something?
It was one of those things where I said, you know what? I'm from East Texas, and I said to myself, I'm going to get out of here. I used to come here to Houston. I used to see the big buildings and, kind of manifesting, and just said, one day I'm going to live here. And it happened. And, I actually went to my computer career, and we presented a project, and that this was actually my project before it was actually done. My teacher said, you know what? Get out of here.
Why?
I don't even know what you're doing here.
What do you mean? Like you're too
you
smart
don't-
for this?
You don't need this?
You don't need this, correct? Because I had
Wow.
already coded, and we were there for the basics, just basic security or cybersecurity or whatever it was. And he's like, look, you've already found your niche. You need to leave my class today.
Wow. So
see you
how
in
did
the-
you learn to all the coding and stuff, Alex? How did you learn to code?
You know what? I actually outsourced. I have a whole team out in Karachi, Pakistan that runs this whole thing for me. So it's one of those things where it's like, hey, I have the idea. I know how to do it a little bit, and I just need you guys to execute it, and now we're here.
Can I ask how do you find somebody in Pakistan to do this?
Yeah, how'd you find
How do
the
you outsource?
people?
So my husband's actually Pakistani, so he was able to outsource out there. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, can I ask, you don't have to give us super details, but I'm just wondering, ballpark, are you doing pretty well? Sounds like I assume you must be doing very well if you develop software that's global.
It's doing great. It's not to the point where we want it to be at,
Yeah.
but I'll say this: at some point, the Texas Lottery did have an eye on us. We have to have a certain amount of accounts for them. They want to buy it, but I just know the potential, and I don't want to just sell it because I know I can make a lot more.
Yeah,
Good for you.
Got it.
Hold out.
Oh my God,
Right.
look at you now. If you're just tuning in, Alex is on the phone. She got pregnant after she turned 15, and even her mom said, well, now I think your life is ruined. Even I can't help you with this baby. This is it. 15 years later, she got married. She developed this software for lottery scratch-offs in the gas stations, and it's a global thing. She can convert to any lottery for any country.
Real quick, what's your mom saying now?
Yeah, look at you now.
My mom actually lives with me, and I pay for all of her bills.
Oh, wow.
That's what it do.
Instead of her paying for all your bills. Wow.
Right.
So
all
she's-
of her bills. She has no worries. And actually, she sits down from time to time and she'll say, hey, you turned out to be completely different. My daughter's actually here. She's 17. She's listening in.
Oh.
And
That's awesome.
she's like so excited right now.
What's
she
her
doesn't
name?
want to speak.
What's her name?
Her name is Amory.
Amory.
Amory, that's awesome.
Congratulations.
Wow, we're so glad you're making a family affair. We're so proud of you, Alex. Bravo.
Yeah.
And let us know if the Texas Lottery comes calling eventually for real.
Yeah. And to give us some money.
Yeah. I know. We are the first ones to ask for the handout from the $800 million winner in Sugarland. We're still waiting for
We're
our
still looking
tip
for that person.
for entertaining you. Thank you so much. We're doing Look at Me Now here on the Roula and Ryan Show at 833-390-KRBE. Next caller has a story because Eric asked, I'm wondering if we have anybody who was in prison who has a story of triumph. We haven't had one of those in a while, and I believe that's the basis here. Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael.
Hi, Michael.
All right, so you were in prison for how long, for what? Tell us all that pre-game, and then we go to the post-game.
So I got arrested just north of Chicago for carrying a concealed weapon, drug paraphernalia, and disorderly conduct.
Okay.
And they charged me with felonies, and I went to prison for 18 months.
Wow.
I was sentenced to 2 years, but after 18 months with good time, I got to come home. And after getting out, all my charges were dropped to misdemeanors.
Oh.
Anywhere I would apply, though, would see that I was charged with felonies. They didn't see what I was amended to, so finding work was difficult. And I went to working in the cabbage fields to just try and get some money, cutting grass, anywhere that didn't really look at my background.
Yeah.
Even when I moved to Houston, same thing. I couldn't get a job at Whataburger.
Wow.
What brought you to Houston, Michael, from Chicago or the Chicago area?
I hate snow.
Just the weather is horrible.
You don't have to shovel heat. It might be hot here, but we don't have to shovel heat. That's
I'm
for
with you
sure.
there. 20-some years that was enough.
So you come for a climate change of an extreme way.
What was the turning point, though? At what point did things begin to get better?
When I applied with the company that I still work for, I went in there. I did an amazing interview, and he said, provided you pass background check, you're good to go. And I just put all my cards on the table. I said, well, this is what you're going to see.
Okay.
That's not who I am. I was a kid and I was stupid. This is what you're going to see. You guys aren't supposed to be able to look at that unless you're offering me $75,000, but everybody seems to. So this is what you're going to see. He called me a week later and he was like, hey, see you on Monday. You're good.
Nice.
That's awesome.
What kind of job was it? What was the job?
Well, it's working on pools, servicing pools. Mod remembered me. I'm the pool man. I don't own the pool man, but I work for the pool man, and they're a beautiful company. They've taken care of me. They don't see me as my past. They see me as the silly guy who shows up to work and does a wonderful job.
Good for you.
How long have you worked for the pool man? How many years now?
3 years. 3 years. I've only been in Houston since 2019. I found you guys because Special K was making fun of somebody, and I was laughing. You guys are laughing. So every morning, the music's not my cup of tea, but I find myself singing along now because I listen to rock up north. And then down here, you guys are just always in a good mood, always have a great time. So I have iHeartRadio on my phone all day long, just listening to this station.
So do the birds drive you
or
nuts?
Is that a hawk? I think a hawk's like looking down on you while you're cleaning the pool right now. Gotta swoop in. Be
Do
careful.
hawks make that much noise?
The birds don't bother me. The only thing that it took me a while to adjust to is the size of the bugs. The bugs are so much bigger down here.
And fire
roaches,
ants.
bees, wasps.
Those Texas devil
Fire
bugs.
ants, yeah.
You gotta be careful when
Texas
you
devil bugs.
What's that little screen?
The skimmer
Thing. When you pull that up, you gotta be careful with putting your finger in there.
Wow.
Don't know what's in there could bite you.
Yeah, it's a lot going on
did you drop something in the pool?
No, jump in.
It's in your car. Well, Michael, thank you so much for finding us and for sharing your story. And, maybe this gives somebody else hope. Like you said, you were a young, dumb kid that made a mistake. You paid your dues, but it was getting the door slammed on you every time when
How
it
many
came
years
to
ago was that when you got arrested? 10 years, 20
I got
years?
arrested in 2001, and then because Chicago just has so many court dates, it took till 2008 to finally charge me and send me away.
Oh, my God. So you went to jail for a crime you committed 7 years previously?
That's hanging over your head the whole time going, I don't know what.
For 7 years, you didn't know if you could relax or not, and then you went to jail for 18 months. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I couldn't be in trouble. I couldn't go to bars. I couldn't do any of that stuff. I had to mind my P's and Q's.
You paid
Wait,
the
once
price.
it went to court in 2008, how long did the court take? Was that like another year and a half, or was that pretty quick? Like, when did you actually go to jail?
It took a total of 4 months once they finally started getting everything rolling. Couple court dates, and then the judge said, "This is what you're getting," and they put me in cuffs and walked me away. And within about 3 weeks, I was shipped off to prison.
Which prison was it?
It's terrifying.
Dodge, and then from Dodge, I went to Waupun.
Not Pontiac.
That's in Illinois. All in Illinois.
No, they had me in Wisconsin prison.
Oh, yeah, up north. He's up north, yeah.
Man, that's a whole other raw feed.
Oh,
We're gonna talk about that if you ever feel like talking about that. But thank you so much for listening to our show, Michael. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show family. Keep on cleaning those pools.
Be careful of those hawks.
It's getting hot again this week in the triple-digit fields.
Yep, we're back.
We're back to that again. I know. Thank you so much. If you guys have a story for Look at Me Now, please share it on the listener line at 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone. We were talking about the Texans last night on National Football. We were talking about the Emmys last night, things that you missed, didn't miss. And is it going to go away? The Emmys, are they going to go away with the way we consume them now? Other award shows have done this, and maybe you didn't realize it because you didn't watch them. That's why they're going away. I'm going to talk about it next in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Movies, music, TV, and all things Hollywood.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, and right here in the middle of Scoop, here we go with the first Taylor toss-up of the day. We have 5 chances for you to guess Taylor Swift songs that we have mashed together, and you have 15 seconds to identify the songs with correct title.
Yep.
All in order. Now, if you want to know exactly the times we're going to play, well, you got to be an insider, a KRBE insider, a VIP insider. We will email you the times for the whole week. Actually, if you go to krbe.com and sign up for that, and there we go. All right, so caller 104 is standing by. Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Mario, you're caller 104.
Hi, Roula.
Hi.
Hey, Mario, do you think you got a handle on this?
Are you so nervous? I'm nervous.
A little bit.
Are you nervous that you're in the bathroom?
Yeah. Mario, are you on speakerphone?
Yes.
I did tell him to go to the bathroom because he seemed a little distracted by work.
Okay.
Well, yeah, if he's at work, he probably has to hide in the bathroom.
All right.
It's hard to hear you. I just want to make sure we can hear you before we
take us off speakerphone, okay?
Yes, because if you say...
Okay, I'm off speaker.
Okay.
That's better.
But, well, you know what? I need to put you on speaker because I have the answers written down.
But you can't hold them and look at and hold the phone? Are they on your phone?
Oh, they're written on the phone?
Oh, you wrote them on the phone.
Okay, you can do it. Just enunciate.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, we're going to play it down the line.
Here's the Taylor toss-up one more time down the line, and then we'll tell you when the timer starts. Here we go. Okay, so Mario, Eric is going to cue you on the 15-second clock.
You have 15 seconds, so take your time and say each
title correctly, but don't take too much time that you run out of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you have 15 seconds to give us all 3 songs in order with the correct title. Mario, Eric's going to give you the cue.
3, 2, 1, go.
I think he knows the story of us. Ready for it.
Oh my God, Mario, you got it!
Whoa! How the heck did you get that?
Did you have help, Mario?
Yes, I did.
Who are you winning this for, Mario? Who are you winning this for?
My daughter.
How old is she? What's her name?
Her name's Amy.
And how old is Amy?
29.
Oh my God, this is amazing. She's bringing the whole family like on speed dials. Listen to KRB all day, guys, and here's the songs.
Guys, I'm on hold. I think I might be 104.
Oh my gosh, Amy, your dad Mario is a finalist now for the Arrow Store. He better take you if he wins. That'd be the ultimate. We had a grandma win for her daughter.
He might not even
We got
go.
a dad winning for the daughter.
Yeah. Let me guess. You're not going to be going. It's going to be Amy and a friend.
Right.
Okay, well, Mario, you are the official finalist now for the Eras Tour in Miami, paid for by us. The airfare, the hotel, and the tickets to the show, if in fact you are the grand prize winner. In the meantime, we're going to hook you up with some Taylor merch. You can give that to Amy. And also, you can keep the $100 El Tiempo gift card for yourself.
Yeah, you should get that.
And enjoy some fajitas.
Treat yourself to a good meal.
For hard work, Dad. You just got great Dad of the Year vibes. Thank you so much, Mario, for being a great dad and for listening carefully to the Roula and Ryan Show so you could be caller 104.
Hiding in the bathroom. He's like too embarrassed.
Hey, Roula,
Yes.
I went to Christie's and I saw your sister Maria.
Oh, how nice. I know, Maria Christie.
You get that fried shrimp?
Over there. Yeah, did you have some of that famous fried shrimp, or what'd you get? You're like, no, I had steak.
Yeah, fried shrimp, yeah.
Yep. so good.
Thank you for supporting Houston's oldest family restaurant. I love it so much. Mario, congratulations. Hang on the line. Let's get your info off the air. You are another finalist, and we do it 4 more times today, guys, with a brand new Taylor toss-up coming up next, because now nobody knows what the next one is. You know, because some people are like, get one song, or maybe they know like the third song, but not the first and the second. It's a brand new Taylor toss-up the next time we do it.
And friends helping friends.
See, look at this
That was a
network.
collaborative effort.
Look at this network that we have going on. We had that grandma winning for her granddaughter. Sorry, I said for her daughter. For the granddaughter. We have the dad winning for his daughter. You know she's got everybody on the list. Like, okay, guys, I figured out the Taylor toss-up. Text the whole family thread. Everybody listen to KRBE. Whoever can get him first, you just say it.
She's like the Oracle. She knows all the songs.
But
conditions you got to take me with you.
Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
If you go to Cron.com, lead story, high-speed chases launched by Houston Police Department increased 47% over a 5-year period, killing more than 24 people, injuring hundreds more. At least 240 of the dead and injured were bystanders, including a man who just left a grocery store, a man walking to get a haircut, a Lyft driver with a passenger in his car. High-speed vehicle chases by the department did plummet 35% since the agency made big changes to its pursuit policy a year ago. The new policy bans officers from going after drivers for minor traffic violations and misdemeanors. It does make exceptions for suspects in ongoing investigations and vehicles with missing, stolen, or mismatched license
I think
plates.
instead of having a space force that we should have a drone force. And every city would have a drone squad. And like the cops would have a little drone on the
just
the
follow
car,
it.
and the drone could just take off, or the drones are around, and they can follow that car.
Yeah.
And then they can lay back. They don't have to go crazy, 80 miles an hour, injure people and stuff.
I feel like
injure
these
themselves.
days you can't even get away with the high-speed chase. Like, where do you think you're going to go?
I can't even get through the Galleria going 5 miles an hour.
I know.
How do they get through all that?
It is unbelievable. When you're in the belly of the beast between 610, between I-10 and 59, how are they getting through there?
They don't rob from 3 to 7.
I don't know.
Maybe they do it at nighttime.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or they do it during the daytime.
That area is always bad.
I always worried about that because I take naps in the afternoon when I lived in my house. I was always worried because I don't hear doorbells. And then burglars would just come in during the day.
You wake up for your
You're in
nap.
the 37th
everything's
floor,
gone.
you'll be fine. You're on the 37th
There's some
floor.
guy snoring.
It's too much work to get that piano
And now
down
they're not gonna
37
get me.
floors. We're going to steal Eric's grand piano. All right,
piano.
let's get down the stairwell with this
Grand
thing.
piano.
I bought some stupid things in my life. I've never bought a piano.
Well,
I don't
nobody in the family plays, do
Pinstripe
they?
grand piano with the Riddler stripes, because you love Batman so much in the 90s.
Riddler?
The Riddler stripes. That's what you got. You can put that on Instagram.
Just so I can lay on it and drink my Beyonce whiskey.
And we're going to try that tomorrow too, right?
I could bring it, but I think we might have something different for Try Tuesday tomorrow.
We can have both. We can have drinks
I'm gonna
and
save that.
talk about house cats.
I want to do a whole Beyonce, like have someone go get her other products. What else she have?
She has a hair care line.
Yeah, we could try
Sacred.
What is it?
Thank you, Irvin. I want to try Sacred as well. That's her hair care line. So if you guys want to purchase the whole set for me, I would love that.
I just spent $90 on this whiskey, so I'm good. You guys can spend some money. I'm broke from doing this Try Tuesday. I might have to.
I'm
quit
shocked
this
that
band.
Beyonce doesn't have
I
her
no
own
money
honey
left.
line. Because the whole thing is the Beehive. The Beehive, right? The Beehive. So why doesn't she have her own honey line?
That's
Local
smart.
Texas honey, the Beyonce way.
Or have flavored whiskey with honey.
She could do that too. Whiskey with Beyonce honey.
I don't know. I'm tired of these celebrities
the
trying new
agency.
things. Release the music, release the film.
Yeah, stop
That's
making
all I need.
Well, the
Well, she's been doing it
music's
very
the way to
well
get your
on.
foot in the door so you can sell the
I
product.
know, but Beyonce has not crossed over to that artist that that's not doing music anymore because she's such a brand. Like Katy Perry's kind of crossed over that. I know she's doing a new thing, but Beyonce's still bringing
No,
just as much.
absolutely. That was more a shot at Rihanna. I'm tired of Rihanna not making
Well,
that.
Rihanna doesn't need it, honey.
She's
that
like a
Fenty line's made her a billionaire. She does
Yeah.
not need to make one more minute of music, and she can ride that for her grandchildren now.
And I want to hear her hits. I don't care about new stuff.
Umbrella, Ella,
Yeah, you
Ella.
think like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett or any of these people are, I got to write a new album.
Well, they're not singers.
I think I'm going to make an album. No, I'm just saying, like, when you're to that status,
What does that even mean?
you're not even going to think about music.
But that's Bill Gates. He
Well,
doesn't
I know.
sing.
Right.
Well, he could.
That analogy, abort. Go backwards. Go backwards. Do it. Okay, we're just going to move along to the next. How about what happened on the Roula and Ryan's Roses update? Eject the thought.
You know, when it comes to the Olympics and those divers, Bill Gates likes to dive. Oh, crap. Never
the
mind.
mayor, when he's on that dive and he doesn't know which kind of somersault he's going to do.
Plays guitar.
Okay, what happened with Michelle over the weekend after she heard Jasmine talking to her boyfriend Doug and getting him to admit he's a big fat cheater? We're going to get the update after you hear the recap next on The Roula and Ryan Show.